welcome to today's video. I've got my hair out of my face, my skin is primed, but we have no makeup on. We are going to be testing tons of new products today. I have new powder, I have new brushes, lip oils, eyeshadow palette. I've been shopping. I have some new things I want to play with. Let's get ready together. Let's jump into it. Okay, so to start off, I already have my primer on because I'm using my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer. I have been using it so much, not just over the years, but lately I've been using it even more. And I went ahead and put that on because I usually like to set it on my skin for like 1 to 5 minutes. So I went ahead and put that on, and we are going to use these new brushes from BK Beauty. This is the collaboration between BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose, the Pro Artist series. They actually sent me these brushes. I'm super excited. Like, look at how gorgeous she looks on the back. But because we're going to use brushes, this is what they look like on the inside. And I do have a new powder to test. I thought I would just use a primer, foundation, concealer that I already know and trust. So that is what we are going to do. And I want to use this brush. So this brush right here, we're going to use it for our foundation. Okay, so I watched Nikki's video on brushes, and she was saying that this side of her brush is for liquids and this side is for powders. So we're going to apply our foundation with this side of the brush, like she says. N17 is the name of the brush. And I'm mixing my Juvia's Place foundations. We're going to be using my I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. I am using mostly the shade Caracas, but then I have mixed in a little bit of Rio. Rio is too dark for me, but I love using it for mixing because it has a more olive undertone, and Caracas is too light for me. So I just kind of custom make my shade. I'm gonna pick that up on my brush and we'll apply. So usually with like foundation, concealer, I like to use a sponge, but I do enjoy using brushes sometimes. But I don't have a brush like this that I use for foundation. So we are going to see what we think. I will let you know, since we are going to be testing a lot of new makeup today, that I do have oily skin. I am 36 and I live in a place where it is very humid. It is not very hot today, but it has been in the upper 60s, 70s. So definitely not hot right now. Definitely not hot right now. I think this brush is working nicely. This foundation, I love. I think it came out like almost a year ago, and I wasn't sure how I would love it because I do have oily skin and it's a radiant foundation. But let me tell you, it's beautiful and it holds up on my oily skin. Okay, I think the brush worked well. I really like Nikki's video. If you haven't watched it and you're interested in these brushes, well, even if you're not interested in the brushes, Nikki has really, really informative videos, so definitely check her out. But if you were interested in this brush set specifically, watch her video because like, she's a professional makeup artist and she really goes over her thought process behind the brushes, gives you like ways that she likes to use them, and then ways that you can also use them, multiple ways to use them. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to use her brush, the N16, for concealer, and I'm just going to use my Tower 28 concealer. Again, this is not a super new concealer. I have tested it and I've already reviewed it here on my channel, so it is still relatively new, but I really enjoy it. I know how I feel about it. It's not like a first impression on the product. So we're gonna use this. I feel like I know how it performs. I want to let my concealer set for a couple of minutes. I like to do that. I like to let it warm up on my skin. I feel like I get the best blend, the best coverage, all of that. I really like to let my concealer set. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes and then I'll come back and we are gonna blend this in. We'll see how the brush does. And I am going to be using a new setting powder today. I'm very excited. Gerard Cosmetics sent me their Slay the Bake powder. I've never tried this powder, but I feel like I was seeing this kind of go everywhere on Instagram. People were loving it. I saw Rose and Ben do a video. So this is the Slay the Bake setting and sculpting powder. We'll be using this, but I'm actually going to put on a lip oil because on my list, I need something. During the Sephora sale, I bought this lip duo. This is the Fenty Skin Fruit Quenchers Hydrating Conditioning Lip Oil Duo. So it has the Barbados Cherry shade flavor scent, and it also has the melon scent, Kalahari melon. Please forgive me if I mispronounce that. But I've been wanting to try the Fenty lip oils, and they had the duo, and it was the Sephora sale, and I got 20% off. So I'm like, please and thank you, add to cart. I've actually want to wear the melon shade. Let's do the melon shade. Melon Treat Hydrating and Strengthening Lip Oil. Oh, it smells like melons. Why can it not be summer all year long? Oh, that smells so good. Oh, I like this. Okay. All right. I'll definitely have to keep you updated on how this lasts for me, if I feel like it nourishes my lips, hydrates my lips, everything, because it tastes amazing, smells amazing, feels amazing. Okay, let's test out our brush for concealer. I'm gonna kind of press first. I'm doing this kind of like pressing and pulling motion, so I'm kind of press while also pulling, if that makes sense. So I'm not blending, I'm not doing like this, I'm just kind of press, pull, press, pull, press, pull, like that. Oh, this really does work well for this. Okay, that's looking nice, right? Now remember, this is a first impression video for a lot of these products. Like my first time trying the brushes and first time trying some of these other things. So I will follow up. I always follow up review videos after I've really tested and tried the products, gotten to use them more and more, different ways, wear them for different days, different occasions. So even though this is a first impression video, we're testing new things, you will definitely get a full review of these products after I've gotten to play with them some more. Okay, I think that looks nice. I'm gonna do the other eye, of course, before we set with powder. But that blended in well. Okay, y'all, here is how everything is looking. I zoomed y'all in so we can test this new powder together. So Gerard Cosmetics did send me this powder. They also gave me an affiliate code, so I will pop that up on the screen. I will link everything I talk about down below in the description box. Some of the links may be affiliated. I will definitely have listed what codes are affiliated in the description box, all of that, so definitely check there. But this says it's talc-free, fragrance-free, created for the under eye, blur imperfection, let's see, minimize the look of pores, create a soft focus effect, control shine, it's long lasting. Okay, I am intrigued. So I've got my Unearthly Cosmetics puff. I've got it flipped over to the back side. I love this puff from Unearthly. It's like super fluffy. I don't know. So I've got my powder in the cap. Maybe I should put a little bit more so I can really get it like in my powder puff, you know. Okay, are we ready? I did not need to put more powder. I did not need to put more. Oh my gosh. I picked up a lot. Okay, that's fine. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna find a brush. I'm gonna brush this away. Oh my gosh, that cracks me up. I normally take my powder puff and like press it into the powder like that and then apply, and it normally doesn't do this. So maybe I don't know, picked up way too much. Okay, I'm laughing at myself. Let me find a brush. Okay, so here is how the powder is looking. I just took a brush and kind of wiped the excess away. And I don't know. I mean, normally I dip my puff into the powder and I'm able to like press it on and press it in. I don't know if I just picked up too much. I don't know. So I'll definitely try it again because I don't really like the way it looks. It looks like there is a little bit of sheen to it. I'm trying to get really up close. And they have this version and then they also have a pink version. The pink is not going to be for me, okay? It's not going to be for me. But this definitely lightened things. I wouldn't say it's totally translucent. Again, I will test it again because I do think there was a little bit of user error on my part as well. Even though I do that with all of my other powders, I want to try this. I'll try it again tomorrow maybe, and I will use a brush instead of a puff. But it does say slay the bake. So you would think with baking, you're using a ton of powder and letting it set for a little bit, which I didn't let it set because my intention wasn't to bake. But I don't know. I think this powder may be more for people with dry skin because in here, I do like to keep this area matte. Like I said, I am 36, okay? So I've got, let you see, I've got some crinkles and wrinkles, and I have oily skin. So I usually keep this area matte, and then we'll use other powders like on the perimeter of my face. But we'll see. I will test it and try it again. Okay, y'all, so I did buff in a little bit of my Juvia's Place powder on the like perimeter of my face, and I feel like that helped a lot. Now that Gerard Cosmetics powder has kind of warmed up under my eyes, my puppy came in here. He wants to sit in here with me. So if you hear a little noise, it's my German Shepherd Atlas. Okay, so you hear. Okay, so I think it's looking better now that it's been on my skin a little bit longer, but I'm still not loving it. I'm going to use this Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. I've never used this. I'm going to spray my face real quick, and I'm going to get my little Half Magic fan. The mist felt really nice. Like, I felt like it was a fine mist, but I could also feel it. It put out a good amount of product. So we'll see. We'll definitely test and see how that did. Oh, I do feel like it kind of took the powdery look away. Yeah. I prefer a powder that's a little more matte, I think. But again, I'm going to keep testing this and trying this. But that mist, that's really nice. Okay, I see why people like the setting sprays from Gerard so much. But I filled in my brows. I used my Sydney Grace Mad For You brows in Jet Black, and the Jones Road, the Brow Gel in Brunette. We are going to play with the new What's Up Beauty palette. Look at this. Look at it here. I can't tell you, like, there's this beautiful texture to it. I cannot tell you how beautiful this packaging is. This is the Dragon Eye palette. So this palette does have 7 multi-chromes and duochromes, and they all are supposed to have a green shift or some type of green undertone to the shift. I think that's really fun. This is going to be my first time putting the palette on my eyes. I was really happy to see some green shimmers and a deep purple matte. I really was hoping for a dark green matte. When I opened this palette, I'm like, where's my dark green matte? But we're gonna create a look with it today. I just have to say, like, I am the mother of dragons. So to have this little baby in my collection, I'm gonna have to figure out a way, like, this is gonna be on display. She is not going in a drawer. She is home with mama and she is beautiful. Oh, I can't stop, won't stop looking at this. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I'm gonna throw down my eyeshadow primer. Let me grab my Sigma Beauty Ignite and we are going to create an eye look. I'm so hyped to get this on my eyes. Okay, I am primed and ready for shadow. I want to go in first with the shade Spikes. This like dusty lavender type of color. I am going to tap out any like creases or crinkles I may have, and I'm using my Nikki LaRose brush in N13, and I'm going to kind of put this in my socket and then up above my socket out here. I really like the other palettes I have from What's Up Beauty, but this color story calls to me more. Like I said, of course, I wish it had a deep dark green, but we should have all these green shimmers to play with, and I really love green and purple together, so I'm looking forward to playing with these. But the formula that What's Up Beauty has, I do think is really nice. Their mattes just blend and build really easily. Now, the matte formula is the same as their other palettes, which I think is great. But they say they have a new shimmer duochrome formula, so I'm really looking forward to testing and trying that out. Okay, I really like this purpley mauve dusty, I don't know, I say dusty and I realize that's probably not the best word to use. More like desaturated or something. I don't know, I'm into it. But I want to go into this deep shade right here called Powerful. And this is a Melt Cosmetics brush from their Beetlejuice collection. I'm just pressing it on the primer that I have right here on the lid, and I'm bringing it up and out and just a little bit in the outer corner. I am not going to bring it up too high. I'm just gonna keep it like right here. I'm gonna bring it out a little bit right in this part to hopefully open up my deep set eye, but that is performing really well. I'm gonna add just a little bit more right here to keep that nice and deep. All right, I'm loving the way the mattes are looking, but now it is time to go in with this shade right here called Fierce. I'm gonna pick this up. This is a Blend Bunny brush. Let me see, can you kind of see the shift of Fierce? Looks really pretty. So I'm gonna pick this up on my brush and I'm gonna spray the shadow with a little bit of my setting spray, and then we're gonna press it on the eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to press that shadow on first. That has some really beautiful sparkle. So I'm gonna press it onto my lid and get all that sparkle down. So once I have the shadow kind of down and off my brush, I'm gonna go and kind of blend a little bit. Make sure I really get in all of my little wrinkles and crinkles. That's a pretty shade that has a lot of sparkle to it. It's one of those shades that does move around a little bit. Not really like a putty, but kind of in the pan. And it has a lot of beautiful sparkle to it. I really like the way that looks. I like the way these shades look together. Okay, next I'm gonna go back to my Nikki LaRose brush, and I wanna do the lower lash line with this shade right here called Smoke. So I'm gonna pick that up. Actually, I can just use the little mirror in the palette, and I'm gonna press this right up against my lower lash line. Okay, I have got a BK Beauty brush, and I want to go in with this shade right here called Fly. So this definitely shifts to like a green. I am not going to spray my brush for this shade. I just want to highlight the inner corner right there. But I want to use another shimmer. Shocker. So I'm going to take the Nikki LaRose in 11, and I want to go in with this shade called Scales. This shifts, you see that? You saw that, right? Magic. Look at that. Okay, Scales. I'm going to pick this up on my brush, and I'm going to spray my brush, and we're going to put it from inner corner lower lash line halfway across on top of the mat. All right, let's put Scales right here. I'm super excited What's Up Beauty sent me this palette, but if they hadn't, I would have purchased it because I do think they have a nice formula. I do really love the packaging. And now that I've gotten to try it and play with it, I'm really happy with it. Of course, I have not played with all the shades. I will definitely be doing that and putting this in a follow-up review video. But so far, the shades I've used are beautiful. Now, doing this with this kind of more stiff brush and working on the lower lash line, I'm gonna get a really pretty effect, but I am getting a little fallout, which is fine. I'm just gonna brush it away. I never care about fallout. Never care about fallout. But this palette is going to be $45, and it is launching on November 17th. I do want to actually, I feel a little more glowy than I would like, so I'm gonna grab my trusty NYX HD finishing powder. How many of these have I gone through? I don't know. So many. I love this, but I just had to repurchase another one because I've used one up. So I'm going to grab a brush. I'm going to kind of refresh my under eyes and my T-zone, maybe mattify a little bit. I grabbed my Sigma switch and I cleaned off the 117 brush, like I rubbed it. So I'm going to flip to the powder side. Why not kind of test the brush that way? So I'm just going to brush away any fallout first, and then I'm going to buff in the powder a little bit. There we go. Oh, I feel like that instantly was better on my forehead. Okay, so here is the eye look. I'm feeling it. I bought eyeliner during the Sephora sale. This is the Natasha Denona Macro Tech Eye Crayon, and this is the shade Willow. I kept wanting this to pick this up when it launched with the Yucca palette. I love the Yucca palette so much, and it's been on my loves list for a long time. Ooh, it's like a deep dark green. Well, I mean, it matches the packaging. Really pretty. Okay, so I just want to, let me see, put this right in my lower waterline, like so. Maybe do a little inner corner wing, something like that. That's pretty. I really like that shade. I really like that shade. I also bought the other shade. Well, there are 3 shades. One of them was sold out though, the more orangey one, I think. But I did buy Fuchsia. Let's see, we'll look at the color. I really like shades like this. So it's supposed to be this yellowy, kind of like, not metallic gold, but like yellowy mustardy gold shade. Yeah, that's pretty. If these 2 last well on me, I'm definitely gonna have to go and see if maybe the last shade is in stock on the Natasha Denona site. But that's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna just put a thin line of black liquid liner on the top lash, and we are going to try the Half Magic Eyelectric Extreme Lengthening Mascara. I bought this from Ulta. It's not in the box because I also ordered shampoo. I ordered a bunch of things from Ulta. I ordered palettes, shampoo, accessories, makeup, and just like Ulta, they don't wrap anything. They just threw it all in a box. My shampoo was open, and thankfully none of the products were damaged, but I had to get rid of some of the boxes because they were like saturated in shampoo. So yeah, that was annoying, but all that to say, here is the mascara. I thought maybe, it's got this plastic wand. I thought maybe I could put it on one eye and we could see the side by side, see if it makes a difference. I don't like mascaras when they're new though. So it's gonna be a first impression. I'm probably not gonna be blown away at first. I like mascaras, once they've been open for a week or 2, they've had a little time to thicken up. They're not quite as liquidy. I feel like I can really get the hang of a mascara then, but I bought it, let's test it. Okay, here is this eye with the Half Magic Mascara. Again, this is my very first time using it, opening it, and it is a tubing mascara. I've only tried a couple of tubing mascaras and I have never liked them, but I really love Half Magic. I think they make some really cool products, and I wanted to try the mascara, so I'm going to keep testing it and trying it. Of course, I think it looks fine. I don't love it. I never love mascara at first, so I'm going to keep testing it, trying it. I'll follow up review, but I'm going to do the other eye now. I'm going to add a false lash, but I did just want to show you with the mascara, without the mascara. Okay, I threw on a half lash. This is from Vive. This is the half lash in Smoky. I really love the Vive half lashes. I recently made an order from Vive and I think I picked up like 6 pair because they're so good. I love them. I had had some before and I just wore them so many times. So we have a little half lash on. I do not have a new bronzer, so I'm just going to go in with my Hourglass Face Trio. I just used the Ambient Lighting Palette Volume 3, and we're going to use the BK Beauty Nikki LaRose brush in N15, and I just kind of go into a little bit of all the shades, and we'll see how this brush works for bronzer. It's very soft. I like it. Okay. Very soft. That's blending it really well. Okay. I like how it has this taperedness to it. I mean, I know I love the bronzer, so I was hoping I would love the brush too. And I do. So far, I think this set of brushes is really, really nice. Alright, when I was making my order for the Vive Half Lashes, I bought the new Face Quad. This is the Dimension Face Palette in Twilight. So there is a blush intense, a blush bold, and a highlighter. I have been using this. I made my Vive order a little while ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen in my stories, but it is still new. I'm in the process of reviewing, although I do have a face quad from Vive from when they first launched face quads, and I really like it. I know the formula, so like I know the formula. These are just new shades. I am going to grab my What's Up Beauty brush, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here and then just a little bit of this shade, and we are going to blush up. I really like Vive's blush formula. I think it's so nice. Like I said, I have a quad from them already, and I bought their single blushes. I just think they have a really beautiful blush formula. They have some really beautiful shades too. The blush is easy to blend, easy to build, pigmented without being too pigmented, long lasting, everything I like about a blush. We are blushed and I am feeling it. Instead of using the highlighter from that palette though, I'm going to use my Bella Beauté Bar Basic Witch highlighter. So I did order this from the site. I ordered this with one of their multi-chrome lip toppers and some of their single shadows. And I really wanted to get this highlighter because it looks so beautiful. And I love their Oracle Chrome highlighting palette so much. So I'm going to use this brush, the N14 from the BK Beauty Nikki LaRose set. And I have worn the highlighter a couple of times. I know I like it, but I'm still testing and trying it. It has this beautiful, like, rainbow sparkle to it, but it pulls through mostly like purple and pink. It's definitely sparkly. If you do not like a fun sparkly highlight, then this is not for you, my friend. But I love a good time, and I think this highlighter is just such a good time. Do you see that glow on the cheeks? I'm bringing my highlight down low because I want to be able to see it when I turn my head, when I do like this. You definitely don't have to bring it down as low as I do, but I have big old chipmunk cheeks, and instead of hating them, I want to emphasize them. I'm also going to highlight my nose like this. Highlight my upper lip. Listen, you don't have to highlight your upper lip. Don't hate me because I like to highlight my upper lip though. If you hate it, I will not force you. I promise. If you do not want to highlight your upper lip or your nose or anything, I promise I will not come and force it upon you. How about that? Does that sound good? Okay, so I bought these lip liners. These are the Kylie Cosmetics Precision Pout Lip Liner Set. I bought this from Ulta, and I think this is the new formula from Kylie Cosmetics. It's definitely not in her older packaging that came in the lip kits. I had those, and I used to love them, but I prefer something that's not quite as creamy these days. Not that I dislike those, but I prefer more of like a MAC lip pencil, ABH, One Size, Unearthly. Those are some of my favorite lip liner formulas. So when I saw this set, and they look to be like more wooden, and the shades look right, I was curious about the new formula. So I thought we would try them. So we have the shades Comes Naturally, Cinnamon, and Cocoa. So we have 3 different shades. We have like this deep brown. We have this more like, it looks to be like a warm mid-tone brown. And then we have this that looks like a pinky brown shade. This one is called Comes Naturally. I'm thinking we'll use this one and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I bought the set from Ulta. And I figured if they're terrible, I can return them. But they're really beautiful shades. So I want to see what I think about the formula. Oh, I should have made sure I wiped off all that lip oil. But it's okay. That's pretty. Okay. I just go over like this. I'll be interested to see how long wear this is, if it bleeds, if it fades, or if it lasts. I know, I go over my lip line so much, no matter what. I feel like I'm always just like making sure the line is smooth, especially when it's a more like, when it's a shade like this that is not super deep. I just want to make sure that I have that line nice and defined. So far, I'm liking it though. But again, it can take a little while for me to really test and try a lip liner formula and know what I think. But I really like this shade, especially. That's pretty. Okay, for lips, I'm going to use one of the new Fantasy Cosmetica Lost Library lipsticks. The brand did send this to me. This is the shade Hidden. And I'm going to use this. I did make a whole video on the Lost Library collection from Fantasy Cosmetica. If you want to watch that, I did do lip swatches of all the shades. These are very creamy, very pretty. It's got this magnetic closure. I love a magnetic closure. It has like books printed on the side. I really like this. This is probably the shade I will wear the most. It's a very me shade. Like this highlighter, wow. Every time I catch it in the mirror, I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm here for it. But Lawless sent me some of their lip glosses, some of their holiday sets. So, well, let me show you this though. This is Rosy Outlook. I actually have this, and I'm glad they sent me another because I can use it. Look, a jumbo Forget the Filler gloss. Now, the formula of Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss is not new to me. I'm pretty sure I bought a Lawless gloss when they first brought them out. I used a tube up and I have continued to rebuy. So I'm super excited to get this little set of minis. There is a Rosy Outlook mini in here. I think I'm going to give that to my mom. I think she'll really like it. But let's use this shade. Let's use the shade Velvet. Ooh. Let me swatch it for you maybe right here. Yeah, it's a beautiful like pinky mauvey nude type of color. Okay, let me wipe that gloss off or else it will be on my face later. I love these glosses because they don't have any burning, tingling effect, but they smooth over the lips in such a beautiful way. I just think, oh yeah, they're so nice. Again, this is not a new to me formula, just a new to me shade. Okay, let me take my headband off. I bought a new hairbrush during the Sephora sale. Do we see that? I bought a new hairbrush during the Sephora sale. This is the Day Vegan Detangle and Style Brush. Okay, save this box for recycling. Only good hair days ahead. It says it can be used on wet or dry hair to detangle or style. Firm bristles massage the scalp and help minimize damage. Soft bristles leave strands silky smooth. So, okay. I was like, I really love Day. I think they make some really nice products. I've never tried their brush though. So I've had it on my loves list. Like I said, I just love the brand. And I thought during the Sephora sale it's 20% off. Let me treat myself. Okay, I figured I would go ahead and show you a couple of other things I bought from Sephora. I did buy the Kilian Paris Mini Discovery Set, and this is 5 sprays from them. I forget which set. It's the only one Sephora had at the time. I love Kilian Paris so much, and they had this little set for only $30, which sounds like a lot for samples, but this is a very luxury brand, so I was really, really excited about it. There in here is Princess, Love Don't Be Shy, Love Don't Be Shy, Good Girl Gone Bad, Angel Share. I already have Angel Share. I have it. I love it. It is amazing. I wear it so much. It is like a sultry carnival. That's how I feel when I wear it. So I wanted to pick up and try some of the other scents, so I did grab this set. But today, I'm actually wearing this. I bought the Fleur Mango Mood Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. Now, I have several of the Fleur fragrances, the perfumes, but I really wanted to try the body mist, and I'm looking forward to trying it. It is fruity. Let's see. The top notes are blackcurrant, pink pepper, mango. Then the heart is wild orris, black lotus, jasmine. Then we get into patchouli, vanilla, and brown sugar. I'll definitely have to keep you updated. But the scent smells really good. It's a body mist, so I don't expect it to last as long as the perfumes, but I still want to know how long it lasts. But this is a big bottle. This is a big bottle, so I can definitely update you on that. But I wanted to show you because I bought those and I love fragrance. All right, y'all, as I said earlier, I will definitely be following up in a few weeks, letting you know what I think of these products, if I love them, if I don't like them, if they're just meh. You know, I don't like to just do worst of, best of. I definitely do that, and there will be a time and place for it. But I also like to follow up reviews and let you know the products that are just good. Not amazing, but they're good. Or that are not terrible, but I don't like. All the kind of stuff in between. So one way or another, you will definitely be hearing about these products again. I will definitely follow up. I think everything except for that powder, I'm really liking. I have a good first impression of everything except that powder. And again, I'm going to try to use it in some different ways. Maybe it was user error. I don't know. We will see. But I hope you're having a great day. If you have any of these products, I would love to hear your thoughts on them. It will all be in the description box. I know What's Up Beauty is launching on the 17th, so I will have the date and time and things in the description box, so definitely check there if you're curious. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having an amazing day. Please do subscribe because I have so many videos coming for you, and I will see you very soon in another one. Bye!